Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Not Tonight 2. In the previous episode, we rather rapidly got our way through the last of the Martyr missions before winning the contest to work at the Miami Gulag. Now, the reason I didn't do this, because this is basically the final job of the game, in the previous episode is because, well, for starters, 9 Years of Shadow was ending, and I didn't want to have to deal with two different series that I had to do an audio test on. I already had to handle doing 3 in one go. It was not fun. Another reason is that there's a fair bit of story that comes after this, post-story, and another bonus job that we can't do until we've beaten this one. So there's that. And like I said, I didn't want to have to deal with having to sync up 2 audio tests over the weekend. Because they are time-consuming. And even then, I still don't always get them perfectly right, because audio balance is a pain in the ass. But anyways, enough of that. Let's get on with the finale. Miami Beach. Miami, a shell of the party city it once was. Finding the gulag wasn't difficult. The line of arrested citizens waiting for processing was half a mile long. I checked in with the automated reception. Oh, and make sure you have bought all of the Mappo stuff. You're gonna need it. Please hand over your gulag work ID. Where is it? There it is. Here's my gulag ID. Welcome, Mary, Martyr Competition winner. Please take this combat uniform and proceed to the Gulag Block A for orientation. Nice. It's basically the riot uniform from the previous game, minus the helmet. Okay, nothing too scary so far. I headed towards Block A. Inside, the crowds of people were packed like sardines. What were all these people arrested for? Phone call. Here? Hello, Mari. This is Tom Swooney, CEO of Mappo. What? Why? How? Listen to me. There isn't much time. I'm going to tell you how to spring your friends. Go on. Due to overcrowding, there's a boat leaving for an oil rig, the Martyr's latest re-education camp. As the new Martyr, it will be up to you to process the Gulag prisoners and decide who goes to this oil rig. Allow Kevin, Malik, and Eduardo onto the boat, and anyone else who helped you and your friends. I have an agent in place to captain the boat and help you escape. And where will we escape to exactly? To a private island Mappo owns. Once you escape, Mappo can help you and your friends, whatever your next move is. It's the least I can do for unwittingly helping us blackmail both the Alliance and the Martyrs. Aren't you already a gazillionaire? It wasn't for the money. The deals we made as a result of the blackmail will destabilize both the Martyr and the Alliance. We can move Mappo technology into all their territories. I have no interest in ruling America, but America will benefit with Mappo integrated across every aspect of life. Money, power, control, it's all the same. Eduardo was the linchpin in my plan. And you, Malik, and Kevin, you were the catalysts. And the Martyrs will just let me escape with all my friends. People you save by allowing them onto the boat should align with who the Martyrs want to send to the oil rig for re-education. Should align? You know who helped you, Mari. They're the real enemies of the Martyrs. What the hell was that? Kevin, Malik, and Eduardo. Can't believe I'm finally going to see you again. Miami Gulag, Miami, Martyr Zone, USA. Martyrs implement Gulag overcrowding protocol. My God, there's Kevin, Eduardo, and Malik. Mary, our winner. You made it out of Orlando unscathed. There was chaos back there. You may have noticed the Gulag is running at full capacity. First task is to process our Block A inmates, including these 3 terrorists. I daren't look at them. Assess their crimes and send the Martyrs' worst enemies to the oil rig re-education facility. Anyone you don't send the oil rig can stay and rot here in the Gulag. That's a lot of responsibility. The president has a method to check your decisions. If the martyrs agree with most of your decisions, consider it a job well done. You can even have the honor of transporting these criminals to the oil rig. Okay. This was the opportunity Swoony mentioned. And check in with the president on the way out. Mara, you've been briefed on your task. So this is Eduardo's father. Yes, sir. Process the prisoners. Send our true enemies to the oil rig for education. Do you have a bouncer counter to keep track of who's been processed? Yes, sir. I could use one of those. It's been challenging keeping track of the gulag capacity without one. Sir, I can help with that. Here, take this Mappo Bouncer Collab. A Mappo branded counter. I appreciate that, Mary. This will be extremely useful for me to keep track of the terrorist numbers. I see it as... You see it has an always-on internet connection. I can send the numbers straight to my spreadsheet. This is great. It will never leave my side. You're welcome, sir. Back to business. We'll send our true enemies to the oil rig for re-education. After your shift, we will judge your decisions. Choose wisely, Mara. We are watching. Save my friends and keep my enemies here in the gulag. Or time to save my friends and keep my enemies here in the gulag. But first, you notice that terrible painting as well? I've been asking number 201 to get rid of it for months. I can help with that, sir. I have a replacement which would look great. Only if it's a dog painting. Is it a dog painting? Yes, sir, the finest dog painting. Finally, well done, Mara. Replace it straight away. And then we got this. You spotted our damaged outlets? I've been meaning to replace those for quite some time. One spark could cause this whole gulag to go up in flames. You're in luck, sir. I have a replacement set of Mappo plugs I can install. Mappo plugs? Fancy new remote control version? Yes, sir. Great, install them now. The sooner the better. Alrighty then. Let's start our shift. And remember what Swoony said. Send our friends and allies to the oil rig. Keep our enemies here. Yep. Yeah. Check crime, sent to the oil rig. Jeez, those are some bulky shoulder pads. Kevin, are you okay? Just about, Mari. Good to see you. Although you've got a new look. Long story. Just go with it, okay? I'm going to send you onto the boat now. To the oil rig? For re-education? Trust me. Okay, I trust you, Mari. Attempted jailbreak. Send to the oil rig. You do get an achievement for sending Kevin, Malik, or Eduardo back to the gulag. You are a true enemy of the martyrs. It's a pleasure to send you to the oil rig for re-education. Dave, are you okay? Turns out it's not so easy to get to Mexico. It says here you conspired with Kevin. I didn't even know you knew him. Small world. Kevin's a good friend. Conspiracy. Dave Stobart. He's always been a friend to ours. To us. Your crimes are obvious. You are a true enemy of the martyrs. And as you can see, they're grouped up in sections of, well, based on the road trips. For the most part. That I am. It's a pleasure to send you to the oil rig for re-education. Hello. How are you? I mean, you are a criminal. It's my job to decide you should be sent to the oil rig for re-education. This is a disgrace. Are you in league with the Knights? Knights? I don't know who they are. It says here crime is conspiracy with Kevin. Kevin the Sellsword was a good man. I helped him, and I would help him again. Do your worst, Iron Lord. Your crimes are obvious. You are a true enemy of the martyrs. Both martyrs and knights are the true enemy. It's a pleasure to send you to the oil rig for re-education. Hello. You are the Admiral. Yes, there must be some mistake, Martyr. I know I failed to get the Snaggle doll, but that idiot Kevin overpowered me. He ruined our plan. Please don't send me to the oil rig. Hating a terrorist? Yeah, you're going back.
Koproma.
I have deemed you unworthy of re-education. Return to the gulag for monitoring. The right choice. I'll speak to the president. Hello, Soup Man? It says here you indiscriminately poison people, but you failed to murder martyr enemy Kevin. Yeah, in case you don't remember, this is the guy from the diner that Dave warned us to not take the soup from. I have deemed you unworthy of re-education. Return to the gulag for monitoring. Malik, how are you doing? I'm hanging in there, Mari. Why are you dressed as a martyr? I'm here to rescue. I'm here to send you for re-education at the oil rig. Just go with it. Okay. Your crimes are obvious. You are a true enemy of the martyrs. It's a pleasure to send you to the oil rig for re-education. Whatever you say, Mari. Sean, how did you end up here? I said my song was anti-martyr. I saw they got Malik as well. You know Malik? He's a good person, like you, Mari. Distributing propaganda. Sean. Come on in, buddy. Your crimes are obvious. You are a true enemy of the martyrs. It's a pleasure to send you to the oil rig for re-education. Anna, says here you ran a cult. More of a commune. My job to determine if you should be sent to the oil rig for re-education. I simply managed a group of friendly folk with similar interests to my own. Right. Yeah, you're not getting on this boat. Unworthy of re-education, return to Gulag for monitoring. Thank you for your mercy. Mr. Castellano? Indeed, I presume this is some kind of a mistake. The last casino was always friendly to martyrs like yourself. It says you employed the terrorist Malik. He escaped my grasp. I should have killed him when I had the chance. Right. I have deemed you unworthy of re-education. Return to the Gulag for monitoring. Good choice. I'll sort these out with the president. Hello, Angel? Yes, that's me. I don't understand. I was kidnapped in Raleigh. I saw Malik in the queue and my Eduardo. What's going on? You know Malik and Eduardo? Malik is a good friend. Eduardo is my nephew. It's a long story, Angel. I'm sending you to the oil rig. Just go with it. Crimes are obvious. You're a true enemy of the martyrs. It's a pleasure to send you to the oil rig for re-education. Eduardo, you're okay? I'm fine, Mari. It's good to see you, even in these strange circumstances. Getting us out of here. When I process you, head onto the boat. Okay. Protesting and rioting. Right. Your crimes are obvious. True enemy of the martyrs, sending you to the oil rig for re-education. Looking forward to it. Jorge? From Goder's Gas? Hello, Mari. It says here you were arrested for murdering the martyr? That's impossible. We solved the crime. Martyrs are framing me for helping Kevin. You know Kevin. We helped each other out in the Alliance. He's a good friend. Fair enough. Come on board. Taylor, the martyrs arrested you. Someone used my documents to get through the border. They arrested me in LA. Now it all makes sense. You wormed your way to the top of the martyr pile. You dare send me to the oil rig, I'll reveal your identity. You can help me get back to LA after your shift. Yeah, not happening. I'll deal with you later. You won't get the chance. Hello, you escaped Orlando? Belated congratulations on winning the martyr competition. It's a shame someone blew up our Orlando re-education unit. I also understand why the martyrs would blame me. Yes. A real shame. I hope you and your martyrs take pity on me. I sent hundreds through the Thunder Gator. It has to save me from the oil rig. Right. Kenya, they arrested you? In Orlando. A calculated risk, but it was worth it. Shannon, is she okay? Shannon escaped. She is doing well. Thank you for helping destroy the Thunder Gator. One day I will do the same to the martyr oil rig. Hopefully we'll never even see the oil rig. They even got her fake mustache in the picture. Your crimes are obvious. Training with the martyrs. Pleasure sent you to the oil rig. Alrighty then. You processed all the prisoners. Every decision you made will now be checked with our judges. Judges? We asked 100 martyrs if your decision reflected the martyrs' interests. Oh, great. You have nothing to fear if you send our real enemies to the oil rig. 12 correct decisions, you can transport these criminals to the oil rig. First, we rounded up everyone who collaborated with the known terrorist Kevin Lynn. And the first prisoner you processed was Kevin. Kevin attempted to break out in Watto. No, that's a lie. You sent him to the oil rig for re-education. Yeah, say Kevin, of course. Well-known terrorists, they agreed. Good and obvious decision, Mary. Good start. Okay. Next in line was another terrorist, Dave Stobart. Dave collaborated with Kevin and then attempted to escape Martyr territory. You sent Dave to the oil rig for re-education. And they would have. They agreed with your decision. He's just gonna say this same line over and over again, just with the name changed. Good decision, Mary. Thank you, sir. Next was another misfit, Joe the Wizard. Hold on. Joe was seen collaborating with Kevin at Camelot, likely against the martyrs. You sent Joe to the oil rig for re-education, and they agreed. Good decision, Mary. Okay, great. Next, someone we had considered an ally in New York. The Admiral. He failed to obtain the Snaggle doll, an invaluable item to the martyrs. You did not send this criminal to the oil rig for re-education. They agreed. The Admiral was a useful ally, and we will keep him here for monitoring. Good decision, Mary. Happy to help. Next, another ally of the martyrs, Superman. He had a chance to poison Kevin and take the passport, but Kevin escaped. Except Kevin never had the passport at that point. You did not send the Superman to the oil rig, and they would not. He serves a useful purpose and will be monitored in the Gulag moving forward. Good decision. Next batch of criminals collaborated with the known terrorist Malik. Let's review your decisions. Okay? First up is Malik. Malik brought us the family tree as we planned. That didn't work out so well. I presume you sent him to the oil rig for re-education? Great, you sent him to the oil rig. And they agreed with you, of course. Good decision, Mary. Malik can rot in the oil rig with his comrades. Glad. The next criminal aided by Malik, Sean. He released an anti-Martyr propaganda song. You sent Sean to the Gulag, and they agreed. Distributing anti-Martyr propaganda should result in re-education. Good decision, Mary. Okay. Our next inmate was Anna. Anna ran a cult east of Denver. Usually the martyrs wouldn't be involved, but she recruited some martyrs. You did not send Anna to the oil rig, and they agreed. She has proved useful in the past. Good decision. We will keep her here in the Gulag for monitoring. Okay. Next mate was Mr. Castellano. He was a useful ally in Vegas, but our reports suggest he employed the terrorist Malik. You did not send Castellano to the oil rig, and they agreed. Keeping him here is the best option. Good decision, Mary. Okay. Next inmate, Angel, we captured in Raleigh. She was tough to extract, but it was worth it. She collaborated extensively with the terrorist Malik. You sent Angel to the Gulag without hesitation, and they agreed. Angel should be sent to the oil rig for re-education. Good decision, Mary. Okay. Now the final batch of prisoners you processed, starting with Eduardo Suarez, your son. No son of mine and a disgrace to the martyrs. This guy is unbelievable. I presume you sent Eduardo to the oil rig? Of course. Master and Monitors, confident they agreed with you, and they did. Good riddance, Eduardo. Thorn in my side. Good decision, Mary. Okay. Next up, Jorge, who ran Goda's Gas in Kentucky. We believe he killed a martyr. You sent Jorge to the oil rig? And they agreed, a prime candidate for re-education. Good decision, Mary. And there's our 12. Next, Taylor. Taylor escaped to LA without Marta permission. She also sold documents to access Marta territory. You did not send Taylor to the oil rig. And they agreed, keeping Taylor here is the best option. Good decision, Mary. Okay. Our next inmate was Kelly. Kelly ran our Orlando Re-Education Center successfully until it was blown up on her watch. You did not send Kelly to the oil rig? We asked her to monitor, yeah, and they would not. She will have the chance to make up for her mistake. Good decision. We will keep her here in the gulag for monitoring. Okay. Finally, Kenya, caught escaping the Orlando explosion. She looked suspicious and was likely involved. Gee, I wonder why you think that. You sent Kenya to the oil rig? And they agreed. After re-education, we may find out the truth. Good decision, Mary. Judgment is complete. So you got room for 3 mistakes, but honestly, you've been paying attention. You should know who to send and who not to send. We will allow some leeway as it's your first day. We process 15 criminals. If you made the correct choice at least 12 times, you can consider yourself a friend of the martyrs. I was never in doubt. Congratulations, a true martyr. Our martyrs agreed with your decisions. You have a knack for rooting out the worst of the worst. You will now have the honor of transporting these criminals to the oil rig. Thank you, sir. Real honor. Godspeed, Mary. Alright, let's get out of here. Miami Beach, Miami. Martyr Zone, USA. S.A. Mari and friends escape from the Miami gulag. To Puerto Rico. At least I'm assuming that sign is there for a reason. Jeez. Implications that Mappo just bought Puerto Rico outright. Kinda wish they had all of your friends out here. But I get it. The story was about these 4. Miami Beach Gulag up in flames. Secret recordings released. Scandal inside the Miami Gulag. The beginning of the end for the martyrs. Martyr President Johnson missing in fire. Oil rig evacuated. Concern over faulty wiring blamed. Mappo expands an alliance in martyr territory. And so another dark chapter comes to an end. Our protagonists escape the clutches of the martyrs and have some well-needed rest. And we all agree never to speak of this again. One final job awaits. The Not Tonight 2 Victory Party with a guest list of developer reprobates to congratulate you for your hard work. Let the developers in. We're almost positive you will not abuse this power. And thankfully, this actually goes differently. Name and job? Ashley, game designer. I helped make this game. Can you let me in? Sure. Name and job? Tim Constant, creative director. Feeling of deja vu, but let me in. Name and job? Lucas Roper, technical lead. The game literally wouldn't exist without me. Name and job? Lead developer, Dan. I programmed the loads of the mechanics in the game. Let me in? Name and job? Nura. I made the character Polaroids and more pixel art. I even made you. That means you can let me in, right? Sure, why not? Name and job? Dita DG, artist. I created the backgrounds for the levels. Including this here, Ricky's Bar. Can you let me in? I think we're supposed to be playing Mari for this. Name and job? Geddes, developer. I helped create a lot of the game mechanics. Can you let me in? Name and job? Damien. Of course, you'd pick the devil character for this. I'm the audio director. Me and my team created all the sound effects and even character voices, even yours. Can you let me in? Name and job? Sophie, production director at No More Robots. Can you let me in? Name and job? Arwen, quality assurance lead. Any bugs? Let me know. I'll tell Dan. Can you let me in? Name and job? Taj, I worked on the map visuals. Can I come in? Name and job? Carrie, I was the lead writer and created Kevin's road trip. I hope you enjoyed it. Can I come in? Name and job? Brittany, I was the writer for Malik's road trip and helped create the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Can I come in? Name and job? Kathy, I was the writer for Mari's road trip. I hope you enjoyed it. Can I come in? Name and job? I'm Mike. I run the publisher No More Robots. If you're reading this, I've done my bit. Let me in. Name and job? Stacy, quality assurance. I squash bugs. Can you let me in? Name and job? Adam, quality assurance. I also squashed the bugs. Can you let me in? Name and job? Pip, marketing lead. If you made it this far, it's all good. Can you let me in? Name and job? Zion, marketing. I hope you enjoyed the game. Can you let me in? Sure. Alright, Kenya, what you got? Hello, friend. Hey, Kenya. I know you want this story to never finish, but all good things must come to an end. It was a decent story. However, I'm sure you're interested to know what happened to everyone after the story. Yeah, we didn't really get that with Not Tonight. I'd like that. Take a look at the machines over there. You can see a message or two from your favorite characters, even you and me. But we're here. Are we, though? Yes, I'm speaking to you. Anyway, have fun with the machines. Leave when you're ready. Yep, we get to see how everyone went about things after the road trips were over. Or after this whole adventure was over. This machine tells me what happens to the characters Kevin encountered on the first road trip. Kevin opened a restaurant serving his mom's beef noodle soup. With Mappo's drones providing same-day delivery, Kevin became a millionaire. Nice. His mom finally thinks he has a real job. After the reunion with Eduardo on Mappo Island, President Reyes held a series of productive meetings with martyr President Johnson. A plan to establish a joint government is expected in 2022. Dave finally made it back to the UK. He opened a new pub called the Martyr's Head. With the successful completion of her mission in Orlando, Kenya returned to the Honeybee. She is already working on her next undercover assignment to Redacted, probably blow up the oil rig. Winifred sold the Mountie and moved in with Jorge in Mississippi. Grandma's Poutine is now the top-selling item at Goder's Gas, bringing cheese curds and liberty to the South. Lord Lupo brokered a deal with the science fiction nerds to hold an annual lark. Phasers and poleaxes will meet in Kansas Coltlands in 2022. Joe started a new branch of the Wizards Alliance on Mappo Island. His next steps in the war against the Knights are underway. Jorge worked his way up Goder's Gas corporate ladder. He is now the youngest CEO in Martyr territory. With the installation of Mappo burger flipping robots, Fuzzy Burger profits skyrocketed. Auntie is now considering an all-day breakfast menu. Grand General Ramos is training up the next generation of space movie toy traders. After the disappearance of Fung Master 300, Rave Emperor 5000 exploded in popularity. On his last stop of his world tour, he took off his helmet to reveal his true identity. It was Ron all along. Shocker. After the Admiral was exposed for taking martyr bribes, Jasmine took over his club, Kessel 917. They now offer club hopper passes to the hottest 2 clubs in New York City. The Admiral was put on trial for his crimes against the space movie trading ring. He is currently serving out his sentence, a 13-month ban on attending Comic-Cons. Torbjorn detached the West Wing of the White House and put it on wheels. Now his White House parties travel the United States in search of glory and a good time. Thanks for reading. Be free to check this machine again. This machine tells me what happened to the road characters Malik encountered during the second road trip. Now a recipient of the Mappo Millennium Scholarship for being the first bouncer to win the Raleigh Rite of Passage, Malik decided to give college another try. He's minoring in cult studies. What's your major? Quietly reuniting with her sister and beloved nephew, Angel continues to lay low as the head of the chef of the Alliance cabinet. She still sends paper bag lunches to Malik every week. Oh, that's sweet. Ben led a successful revolt against the Creed. He's currently working on a documentary about the color orange. Aloe finally gained the confidence to tell Pearl how he feels. They're getting married next summer in an underwater wedding venue in New York City. After Chief's Chicken shut down, Chief retired and opened his now non-industrial chicken farm for the chickens that didn't make the steroid cut. He is now the adopted grandfather of 11,326 chicks. Good lord. Tom Sweeney's in the midst of launching Mappo's child daycare program, Space Y. He is rumored to be programming a system to perfectly balance government policies the way video games are definitely always balanced. With the downfall of the Creed cult making the news, sales for Cultitai skyrocketed and Pearl struck rich. She's planning on opening her second branch in New York City. Pete hit burnout after months of killing it as head of sales and navigating rumors about him having a second identity. He has since changed his name to Pat, Vice President of Marketing for the Namron Church. Peter hit burnout after months killing it as head of sales and navigating rumors about him having a second identity. He has since changed his name to Peter, Vice President of Marketing for the Namron Church. Sean's fame lasted half an album before he moved to his next dream, real estate. He has yet to do anything about this. Uncle Terry reopened his bed and breakfast after a pep talk from Doris about how he should forgive Malik for quitting on him. He's now only a little mad at his nephew. Doris shut down the Rainbow Club to co-run her and Terry's new bed and breakfast. She's also the new face of Mappo's synthetic water company, Swoony Springs. Mr. Castellano sold the last casino to Mappo after a handsome offer of 3 liters of synthetic water courtesy of Swoony Labs. He still hasn't realized water has no monetary value outside of Raleigh or Vegas. Good lord, that smile. How did I not notice it before? Anna joined a cult recovery program. Anna joined a cult recovery program sponsored by the S.S. Sean Foundation to find her own purpose. Her most recent milestone is learning her favorite color is actually blue. President Johnson has assured the martyrs that their needs will be met in the proposed Alliance martyr government. His efforts to woo President Reyes on a date have thus far been unsuccessful. Now for Mari's, which, considering a lot of the characters mentioned that appeared in Mari's also appeared in the others and were already mentioned, there's probably not going to be that many, but who knows. Let's see, tells you what happened to the characters Mari encountered during the final road trip. Hey, Mari, it's me, Mari, future you. I'm so confused. In the future, me, or you, will return to LA and start working on an elote food truck with your uncle. That sounds great. It gets better. Business will eventually become the famous elote poke chain with over 500 nationwide restaurants. Wow, can I fast forward? Taylor never escaped Mata territory again. She was last seen selling nitrous oxide on the streets of New Orleans. Okay then. Dale was promoted and now manages 4 critical martyr border checkpoints. He imagines his family would be very proud. Sebastian escaped to the Alliance and started a salsa sauce company.
hell.
Sebastian snacking and stonking spicy salsa. Salsa is the 18th most popular condiment in the country. Or, sorry, Sebastian's sacking and stonking spicy salsa sauce is the 18th most popular condiment in the country. Evil Jed stayed exactly where he was, running the Jed family diner. Occasionally, Evil Jed 1, 2, and 3 meet up for chicken and waffles. Sal cleaned up and manages her local river. She runs regular fishing expeditions, educating locals on correct lure usage. Billy Bob became a private detective. For a short period, he was Mississippi's most in-demand dick. Amo was the brains behind Mari's famous Elote Poke restaurant chain. She regularly flies into LA to consult on the business from her Mexican residence. After Eduardo's high-profile reunion with his parents, the tabloids began calling him the Prince of the United States. He's considering a career in politics in between his bouncing gigs. Thanks for reading. Feel free to check this machine again. And that is the story of Not Tonight 2. I'm actually really glad that they did this, because we never really got to find out what happened with characters, except for Dave, afterwards. And Shannon, actually. Well, let's head on out, because there's still one more thing for us to do. Thank you so much for playing. Game over, man. Game over. Maple Bulletin. We've spotted a strange emergency beacon in the Atlantic Ocean. Help needed. Arstotzka. Yep. A reference to the, to the game that inspired Not Tonight. Papers, please. We click on this little buoy. Incoming message from Arstotzka. Please help at door. Play the secret level. Border Control, Arstotzka, 1982. A brief thank you to Lucas Pope and Papers, Please for the inspiration behind Not Tonight. Now, here's my wondering, will there ever be a Not Tonight 3? Okay, read the rules. When ready, click the counter to start. Except there aren't any rules. ID, please. Hello. Okay. Guess we just gotta get people that are over 21 in.
Oh. Man.
Yeah, nice little inspiration, or a nice little thank you to the inspiration behind Not Tonight. I actually have played Papers, Please. Not on the channel, but I have played it.
Prom? Tie. Oh. Row.
Well, I suppose this is as good a time as any to go over my thoughts on the game. I liked it as much as I liked Not Tonight. I do think the story was a lot more involving than just Bouncer trying to survive in a post-Brexit world. It's definitely, yeesh, what can I even say on this? I don't think I really can safely say anything right now. But, it's definitely, topical? Yeah, No More Robots certainly likes their, dystopian ideas when it comes to the story. But I do like that it was like 3 different stories all wrapped up into one that were all interconnected. Obviously, that kind of had to be. Not much else to say. I mean, it's definitely a major change not having the house to go back to. The stats aren't a big deal as long as you're getting those A ranks and completing all of the Mappo missions. Not a whole lot else to say that I haven't already said with Not Tonight. Kind of the problem with doing these two back to back, but meh. I've already got something planned out for what I'm gonna do for the next series. It's not going to be Papers, Please. I think I've had enough of these for the moment.
I'm going to hell.
Honestly, I mainly picked up Not Tonight 2 right away because it meant I had to do very little in terms of audio testing. And I was already having to do 2 other new series that week.
Your problem. Hope I work.
But I did still enjoy this.
How cold bow.
What else? What else? Music's great as always. I do regret that I had the streamer mode on for the first several episodes, because you probably missed out on some good music. Phew. Oh yeah, with this, you should have all but 2 achievements. Like I said, there's an achievement called Oops for sending Kevin, Malik, or Eduardo back to the Gulag. The other one that I don't have, because I'm not going to be doing Road Trip 2 again, kind of forces you to go across the entirety of Road Trip 2 once more, at least starting in Las Vegas. It's the Devil in Disguise, and you get it by denying Anthony Johnson in Las Vegas, ignoring Sean at when you're traveling to Salt Lake, kicking the children's soccer ball away in Salt Lake, letting Sean in Denver, letting the Chief into the grinder on both days, and then when you start Raleigh Job 2, you should get the Devil in Disguise. But again, I'm not getting that. And then there's also the playing the secret level. But, yeah. That's pretty much it for this series. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload. And I'll see you guys for our new series on Wednesday. Thanks for watching.